Hey everybody, welcome to our channel. I'm Lisa, and today we're going to talk surviving R.Kelly or surviving Lifetime. They butcher a lot of stuff. So, in part one, they talked about Aaliyah and the whole marriage between Aaliyah and R.Kelly, which we already knew about, but I feel like the other things that the Van Allen girl tried to disclose about Aaliyah and things like that were completely out of line. She's deceased. She's not here to defend herself, and I'm sure her family didn't want to dignify it by even going on Lifetime to try to rebut what they were saying or to dispute it.
My mother did. Her mother went on. She made a tweet about it.
But I mean, I understand the tweet after it came out, but I'm saying that Lifetime was foul for putting it in there in the first place. Especially the whole thing about her walking in on them having sex on the tour bus. You don't have where are the receipts? I'm still waiting on receipts. Because in my opinion, the only person that actually said anything of any value, and really it wasn't of value because we already knew it from the trial, was the Van Allen girl. She was the only one that was disclosing anything, and what she was disclosing was graphic and just disgusting things that even she indulged in and engaged in after she was even older. She said that she started having a relationship with R. Kelly when she was 17. So if she was sleeping with Sparkle's niece, that's when she was an adult also. So let's be honest. The only reason this Van Allen person is saying what she's saying is because she has immunity from prosecution. All of those crimes that she committed with R. Kelly, she has immunity from. So she can spill the tea or basically say all of the things that she said during the trial. I didn't hear anything new.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next we were gonna the next part is about the sex tape. Everybody knows the whole history of the sex tape and all of that disgusting.
R. Kelly being on that girl going to court.
The problem I had with it is if y'all are saying like, oh, we should crucify R. Kelly and this, that, and the other, they didn't have a complaining witness. So when they went to court, he got off. Period, point blank. They were saying it was her. She was saying it's not me. They were saying it was her. Her family was saying it's not me. The only person in the family that was saying it was her was Sparkle. And basically, they were like, we haven't. I didn't understand. Maybe I'm lost. And tell me if I'm lost. Sparkle said that she had been estranged from her family for 10 years. Was it 10 years after the trial, or was she already estranged from them before?
I think it was before the
That's
trial.
what I was. The way she said it is as if she was already estranged from them, so I really wasn't.
Like tore them up even worse.
But I didn't understand. How did you introduce your niece to R. Kelly if you was estranged from the family? How did that happen? Like, how did they trust you with the niece if you was estranged from the family? Maybe I'm confused.
Maybe it was after the fact, and that's why she got estranged from the family.
But even the brother that she said she was confiding in and talking to, because the rest of the family wasn't going along, he got on the stand and was like, "That's not my niece." So what happened? I feel like a lot of these people, let's just be honest. There's a lot of more people that need to be, excuse how I talk. There is a lot of people that need to be facing charges other than R. Kelly. I'm sorry, as a survivor of rape and molestation,
Everybody involved should get charged.
all of them. The brother that's in jail needs to stay in jail. They need to go on and ring him up so he can do his time while he already in there. I'm sorry. Y'all are saying all of this, Drea Kelly. I'm sorry. I don't understand your plight in this other than getting a check. Because I have to agree with Kaya. If R. Kelly traumatized you that bad, he did so much to you and your children. It's a lot of survivors of like these type of situations, domestic violence, abuse, and all of that. And they change their names. They move away. They don't want nothing to do with a person once they escape them. They don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing. So why are you still trying to get a check off his name?
I mean, R. Kelly don't need to make as much money as he used to. So I guess she has to do all this to like keep the bills on, like not keep the bills on, but keep the lights on and the water running.
But you're a dancer. You got so much more talent than that. Yeah, she's a choreographer. That's how they met. Remember, she was the dancer.
She's not everyone knows, so maybe.
Well, I have to admit, I did not know who Drea Kelly was.
Right? Like,
I'm sorry. I didn't know that R. Kelly was even married before until that show she was on. What is the name of that show? Starter Wives? Is it Starter Wives that she was on? I want to say she was on the one with DMX. Wife. I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out the proper term. So I think that was the one she was on. But anyway, she was on one of those shows about ex-wives or wives, and cause remember the girl was on there crying, talking about that.
I never watched it.
Oh well, you wouldn't know because I was going to say it was this lady on there. She was crying because when they got separated, they have black books apparently and stuff under the counter, and when she went in the store, they wouldn't let her see the book. So she was crying. She was in full blown tears. Somebody said, "That's when I knew it was real. That's when I knew." I was like, "Baby, there's some others out here worried about when the lights getting cut off. They looking outside for the light man. Like that's when I knew the lights was really getting cut off." Like, y'all, them rich people problems. Them rich people problems. But I just feel like Drea should be so much better than this. If you have your own dance studio and you have all of this other stuff going on for you, why stoop here? Because
when it's networking, you know, like getting attention.
But what did we learn? Drea was in this purely for the fact that her last name was Kelly. Because she didn't reveal anything.
R. Kelly had a wife before her, too.
What? Mm-hmm. You're talking about Aaliyah.
I thought he was married before that. Like, to somebody else.
No, she just didn't look all that attractive back then. I'm sorry. I'm not woman shaming. I'm just saying that trial had her stressed out and going through, and you could tell it. You could see it.
Yes, Aaliyah and Andre Lee. So he did have two wives. I just thought it was somebody else.
No, baby, that's her. But that's when I looked her up, and I knew that he was he had been married before. I had never known that he was married until that show came out. And I guess you're right. Maybe the studio might not be doing so well. Maybe that's the reason for this. Because she didn't tell anything. You seen that Drea had complete deniability. She was like, I didn't see none of that happen. I didn't see no girls in the house. I didn't see.
Yeah,
I
just a
never
couple
knew
years ago,
about it.
like 3 years ago, she was defending him on like Facebook Live and everything, talking about how you can't crucify him and stuff if y'all still listen to his music and he's a wonderful man.
I'm sorry. I hate everything that R. Kelly has done because, like I said, I'm a survivor of rape and molestation. But that man is a musical genius. His music and who he is as a person, I think those are two different things, just like Dre said. Robert and R. Kelly are two different people. Because there's a lot of jacked up people in our history that are celebrities. And let's be honest, this is not the first time we've heard about celebrities sleeping with underage girls sneaking off to concerts and all of this stuff to be with these grown men. This is not the first time, and it's not just rampant in the hip hop and R&B community. This happens in country and everywhere else too. The difference is how long they keep it quiet. That's the difference. Because when it happens in the Caucasian community, I haven't really heard about them crucifying one of their artists over them sleeping with underage girls and stuff. Because I remember at one time it was a website and these girls would go on there anonymously and talk about the celebrities that they slept with. And they would rate them and they would tell their story. Some of them got paid because I was reading some story about this girl and she was so crazy about Lil Wayne. And she was like, after everything was done, he flipped her $100 bill and walked out. And she was like, her feelings were so hurt. She felt humiliated and all of this stuff. And I was just like, but that's what you wanted. That's what you went there for. As people, we have to take responsibility for our choices and actions. And as to see that these girls were underage, just like my baby here, she's underage. And she already know. She already know hell or jail. One or the other. Ain't no in between for me. When it comes to her or her sister, ain't no in between for me. Because the simple fact is when you've been through that stuff, you know how that affects you. And a lot of times it doesn't affect you until you become an adult and you can get out on your own and you can move around and you can do what you want to do. But here's my question. As a parent, where were the parents? How was your 13-year-old traveling across state lines and stuff?
There was a whole debate about that on Instagram. And after the documentary had dropped, a lot of people was up in the comments like, where were the parents? Y'all sitting here bashing the women, but they were just teenagers, they were just little kids. Like some parents should like
they have to stand up and take responsibility because at this point it looks like they was paid off. It looks like y'all were paid for y'all children. It looks like y'all were given some type of financial incentive for y'all not to report it, for y'all not to have done anything, and then you have to question these lawsuits. That is I can understand as a victim, you should have the choice whether to prosecute or not, or whether to, I guess, to civilly sue them and financially benefit from what happened. But I also think that the way that it was done and it was gone about, these things were settled out of court so that there wouldn't be a actual record. There's a record, but there's not a like a deposition or anything like that that goes into details of what R. Kelly did to these young ladies. And I think that was the mistake. They should not have settled out of court. I feel like you still could have civilly sued him, but I feel like y'all should have took it through the court. Y'all should have drug it out if necessary to have a public record of what R. Kelly was doing, especially if you're going to say it wasn't about the money.
Well, I think they got settled out of court. They were paid off.
That's what I'm saying. If you when you go to court, you know how you have to go up in the stand and stuff and tell what happened or whatever, and then the jury in civil cases, the jury make a determination of whether you suffered the damages, and they'll say what amount that person should pay you or whatever. That's why I said they should have took it all the way through the court, because if they took it through all the way through the court, it would have been a record. They would have got up on the stand and said, well, he did this, and this, and I was this age, and that's what happened. At least we would have had receipts then.
I wonder if they were making a documentary to like hopefully like get it to the court so like R. Kelly could get prosecuted.
But that's what I'm saying. What came out in the documentary? What new information came out in this 6-hour documentary?
I mean, stuff that was already surfaced, but I guess it was just, I don't know. Like, I guess since you like survived it, like you were actually in the situation, your word is better than like news outlets or whatever, just putting it out there.
But the one girl that came out and said that she was underage admitted that she was skipping school and stuff, going to R. Kelly's trial, and that she lied to him about her age. No, am I getting them confused? I think I'm joining the two stories. The one girl,
that was at the end of the second part.
The one girl said that she lied to him about her age, and she didn't tell him the truth till after they had sex, and he didn't care. The other girl said that she was skipping school and stuff, going to his trial every day. And
no, they same girl.
That's two different.
They the same.
No, because the Van Allen girl was the one that said she lied to him. Then both of them said they lied about their age. No, the Van Allen girl was 17 already.
Yeah.
And then the other girl was the one that said she lied and said she was 19. But she was 16 or something like that at the time.
R. Kelly was like, I saw you in my child, I like your support. And he got one of his security guards to come over there and invite her to the pool party.
But that's what I'm saying. There are so many people complicit in this crime. That's the one thing that I'd have to say that they got right in the documentary. He could not have done all of this stuff by himself.
It's much easier.
That's the only thing I feel like that was right in this documentary, other than them just telling their story. But Andrea didn't admit to anything or add anything to this story. She didn't add anything other than telling her experience being married to R. And she really didn't tell her experience because she was like, it's too painful. I just choose not to talk about it right now. R. Kelly's still giving you money, ain't he?
I think she get child support for all the kids.
R. Kelly giving her money. And she don't want, her kids are grown.
All of them?
Yes. That trap, yes. Ain't they all grown? Cause she said,
I think she still gets some type of support from him, like spouse support or something.
she getting money from him. At the end of the day, she get money. It's some kind of disclosure or something. Because you didn't add anything to the story. I'm sorry, you didn't. You didn't add anything. The other girl that was saying that she was engaging in all these activities, she got immunity. So yeah, you can tell everything. The other girl, she lied about her age and was deceptive with R. Kelly and all of this stuff. So I really don't know how that works out because there's a statute of limitations on everything. And I wonder, have they reached the statute of limitations as to the reason why they allowed her to do this documentary? Because if they were going to prosecute R. Kelly for crimes against her, I'm sure the police would have told her not to do the documentary because it could potentially hurt the case. And as for the other lady that was saying, we haven't mentioned this yet, but the other lady that was saying that her daughter was missing, and that she hadn't talked to her in 2 years.
But that's a lot of people that claim that R. Kelly has a sex cult and like their kids, like really young kids, like 13 to 17 year olds, just walk right away from home and they don't know where they is.
But that's my point. If your child was 13, say you ran away from home, and you wanted to go join R. Kelly, and his cult thing was in Atlanta, and I showed up to that mansion, all I had to do was call 911 and tell them that my runaway is in that house. That gives the police legal right to go in that house and search for you. So that's why I'm confused as to.
But R. Kelly has a lot of different properties, so you really don't know where they're at. Like, one group could be in one place and then another group could be this place, so you really don't know where your specific child is.
True, but my thing is, who are the people that saying their 13-year-olds are with R. Kelly? Because the one lady that I seen on there, because I'm not going to tell no story, I didn't even watch the last 2 hours with the code and all that stuff. I didn't even watch that part. But the one lady that I did see at the end of one part, and she was like, she told R. Kelly to stay the fuck away from her daughter. Her daughter was 17 at the time. Now in Chicago, that's the legal age of consent in Illinois, 17. So, I mean, I'm just saying. If you haven't seen her in 2 years, she what, 19, 20 now?
Yeah.
She don't have to see you.
She only goes up now.
She don't have to see you.
But I think some parents think that like their kids are being manipulated, and that can happen too. Like people with somebody so long, and they like start messing with their minds, like having them think certain things.
True, but that's why you are supposed to have a relationship with your children. That's why I be all up in your business. And I be like, hey, boo, what you got going on? And who is that friend? And where you going? And how long you gonna be there? And matter of fact, I'm dropping you off and picking you up. And where you supposed to be at all day. And you be like, Mama, what you doing in the middle of the mall? I thought the movie ain't over for why you ain't in the movie? Why you worried about why I'm in the mall? Why you ain't in the movie? See, that's the type of parent I am. That's just me. I'm working on it. But, you have to be vigilant when you're a parent because you don't want somebody taking advantage of your children. You really don't. You don't want nobody to do that to them because the damage it causes, man, you just don't understand. The damage that those type of things cause to a person, to your mental state, is just jacked up. So, again, I would have to say, where are the parents? Because I have passwords to all their phones, all their media, all that. I don't care. You can say I'm overprotective. You can say I'm doing too much. You can say all of that. I don't care. I don't care, boo. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather be that overprotective parent, that nosy parent, and know that you are safe, you are alive, you are healthy, happy, than to be like, oh, I'm trying to be your friend, so I'm going to give you your privacy at 14, and I'm not going to ask you what you're doing on the internet. No. Give me your phone check. Yeah, that's how we do it around here. Phone check. Give me your phone. And let me grab their phone and don't have the password. That's an automatic week of punishment. Just because I don't know the password. Now, if I don't remember the password, that's a different story.
She don't be remembering.
No, I don't
remember. She don't be remembering.
I have to write it down because I don't remember that. But, surviving R. Kelly was a hot mess. Because everybody knew.
The survivor should have been like, the survivor should have said stuff that like nobody knew, like really like went in depth, even if they was gonna get in trouble, because that could have helped other people, like people that's like in his cult or whatever. He could have got arrested and all the girls would have been free. They would have went back to their parents.
Exactly. They didn't give us anything that could help the situation. They didn't do anything that could help the situation. They told enough where they can be like, oh, well, we came out, we told our story, but y'all didn't tell y'all stories. Y'all didn't really say anything.
I think they said something, they just didn't say enough.
That's a 14-year-old's opinion.
They didn't say enough.
That's a 14-year-old's opinion. Because everything they said, we already knew. Everything they said. Only thing I was kind of, I didn't know per se was that the music was telling those situations.
I didn't know that. Everybody going back and listening to his music. I was seeing a couple of years ago, it was Jada Pinkett, and she was like, how come since the documentary came out, his sales have went up? Everybody was in the comments was like, we're going back, like trying to look for the messages, trying to see if he was talking about this girl or that girl.
But exactly, that's what makes it so crazy because it seems like, this ended up helping R. Kelly more than it hurt him. This surviving R. Kelly helped R. Kelly more than it did anything else. It helped him. Because when the trial, if there ever is a trial, if there ever is a trial, who gonna cooperate the stuff? Because think about it, his brothers, his security, all them people was there and they was like, we seen the girl. We knew he had a problem. We knew he was recording himself having sex and stuff, but you know, we just, we tried to ask him to get some help. If you knew that he was having sex with underage girls, you didn't know where a police station was? Is that what you're trying to get me to understand? Because that's all I hear is excuses.
They really didn't talk about the fact that they helped him get the girls vote either.
They distanced themselves from that so hard. They distanced themselves so hard. Like, I didn't go get the girls, but we knew they was there. You was his personal security. You was his assistant. So you mean to tell me R.Kelly never had you go get no women or no girl? And that was pretty much your job to be at his beck and call? Side eye. That's what that is. Me side eyeing you. Cause I don't believe you. I don't believe Carrie. Carrie was involved. Carrie got a problem too. I'm sorry.
He got no legit to R.Kelly just a couple of months ago.
He will. Girl. Cause when he was sitting there saying, "Who is?" Hold on, not Carrie. I'll take it back. That wasn't Carrie. It was Bruce. Bruce, the one in jail, right? Mm-hmm. Bruce got issues. He got issues just like R. Kelly got issues. Because he was way too happy when he was like, oh yeah, we seen them underage girls and stuff. Why aren't you so happy to tell that?
He was kind of defending him too because he was like, well, if that's his preference, I mean, we really can't do nothing about him like that underage girl because that's his preference.
911 is what you do about his preference. Sir, all phones have them, even the ones that are cut off. 911. This fool is nasty. Take a picture. All these dang smartphones and you couldn't figure out how to help nobody? And this is another question. If y'all know the answer, please leave it in the comments. When y'all found out about when all this stuff came out about the sex tape, did these people stop working for R. Kelly? Did these people leave R. Kelly? Did any of that happen? Because even after the trial, like even after everything came out, Drea again, it took you 10 years to leave him? The tape came out in 94? You didn't leave till 2007? Did I miss something? That's 13 years? Did I miss something? Oh, you didn't believe it then, but now in 2018, it's 19 now. In 2019, you believe it. I need y'all to stop with the foolishness. This is why I said survive a lifetime. You remember how they butchered that Aaliyah movie?
Oh, yeah, people talking about that too.
Every time they do one. Whitney was probably the best one they had.
But a lot of people are like, well, they need to do with surviving Elvis Presley or like any white male.
Harvey Weinstein, any of them. Charlie Sheen. How did Charlie Sheen not go to jail? That's what I didn't understand that. How did Charlie Sheen not go to jail?
People are saying they need a documentary too because it just feels like they're attacking black males, but white males do the same thing.
Remember, didn't I just say that? You don't hear them talk about these white men that be sleeping with these underage kids.
Not saying that R. Kelly like right.
Ain't nobody defending R. Kelly. You
But
ain't getting
still-
no defense over here.
But
What we
still,
saying
it should
is,
be equal.
if this is a whole Me Too, mute the bad people, get them out. Put them all on, man, line them up, firing squad style. Get them all. Don't
People
just
have
pick and
problems.
choose. It should be all 2019 every week. We got another documentary on these fucked up ass individuals.
People have a problem with the fact that Bill Cosby in jail and R. Kelly not. But people feel like it's because Bill Cosby did this to white women and R. Kelly did this to black women.
I think color don't matter. I think color don't matter. This is why they started having sexual education in school, in middle school. When she brought home that paperwork in the 6th grade talking about they need my permission to teach her sex ed and about pregnancy prevention and all that, that's a sign of the time. Cause we had a little section in health class. We didn't have a continuous program that went all school year. Like
This class lasted like a whole semester.
that's what I'm saying. We didn't
Like a whole quarter actually.
we had a section in health that talked about childbirth and stuff, and they had to carry around them fake dolls and be a parent for a weekend or a week or something. You know, the babysitting the egg and all that. That was back then. Y'all don't even have that. I haven't seen that in a few years. You know, I don't think I've seen that since I was in high school. But anyway, I just think that it is a lot of people that need to be charged in this situation, women included. There is a lot of more people that need to be exposed. Boy, the world is fucked up. It is really is. Excuse my language. It's just messed up. Because, I mean, wow. I have to also say that Kaya hit it kind of on the head with a lot of the stuff in her review of this whole situation. Like, I feel bad for anybody that's abused, anybody that's manipulated, gone through that situation. Because when you're a child, it's easy for you to be manipulated or feel like, you know, that's how it goes. This is what you have to do to help your family or to, you know, make the situation better. There is somebody out there that will listen to you. There's somebody out there that will help you. I know it's hard to come forward and tell your story. It's hard to voice hurt and pain and things that people have done to you. It's very difficult. But, you know, it's healing too. There's a lot of healing in telling your story and what happened to you and the things that people did to violate you. There's a lot of healing in it. And going to therapy, it helps to just get it out, you know, instead of holding on to those type of things. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You surviving R. Kelly was crazy, but sometimes
But the documentary was a complete fail because a lot of artists said that they're not working with him anymore.
Oh, bye.
I mean,
After y'all done made y'all millions in y'all money, go take down all them songs that y'all made with him. How about that? Go donate all the money that y'all made from them songs to a victims' rights group or to, some way to help those people that have gone through those situations. How about you try that? Oh, I'm so appalled now that I done made millions with this. Man, boy, people kill me. People kill me. Boy, people kill me. The hip hop and R&B community is hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Oh, I can't believe y'all knew about the sex tape. Sex tape came out in 94. How you doing? You still made music with him after the sex tape, so what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't get it. Help me understand. Cause what are you talking about? I done made millions with you, but now I'm appalled. Nigga, you ain't appalled. You ain't appalled.
That could be. I mean, deep down inside, if you know a person did that and like you work with them, you should like this one. You should feel appalled because you work with a child molester, like a child predator.
That video came out 25 years ago. Nigga, you is not appalled. You ain't appalled. You ain't appalled. At all. You ain't appalled. Help me understand how you appalled. 94, it's 2019. Don't sit there and be like, I didn't know he did that. Who didn't know about him peeing on kids?
They're all right.
Why? Right, why?
Because he beat on that little girl.
Kwame. 1994. It is 2019. These niggas is not appalled. Don't be laughing. These niggas is not appalled.
You don't know.
Who don't know?
You don't know.
25 years later, now they appalled.
That could have been on his side. They could have gave him the benefit of the doubt. But now all these people coming out and now they starting to slowly realize, hey, yeah, I should have never been that stupid. Like, I should have really believed.
The Van Allen girl testified, got immunity. All that stuff she said in Surviving R. Kelly, that's what she said in the courtroom. You knew. How did you not know? How did you not know? That's all I want to know. And I ain't never even seen this. This is so sad. I've never even seen this tape. I've never seen this tape. But I want to know, is the part with the Van Allen girl in the tape? Or is it just the part with the little girl?
She said in the documentary it was 2 parts, but she wasn't in the but remember she said they was taken before she got there. There was a part.
She said that when she kept going on the tape, that there was a part with him and just the little girl. That's what I'm asking. Did you just put that part of the video out? Because honestly, I believe the Van Allen girl is the one that leaked the tape. Her excuse just wasn't good enough for me. I believe she tried to blackmail him over the tape because she found out about Drea and stuff, and she was mad. She thought she was the only one. She was in love with him.
Oh, that's another reason we didn't know about his marriage.
What?
Because he had all them other girls. Didn't nobody really know about his marriage though.
Exactly. I didn't know this man was married until she was on that show.
I didn't know he was married. I thought the only person he had married was Lou. I guess that's what she thought too. That's why she like continued the relationship with him.
I'm trying to figure out if all these people and stuff was in this house. How did she never? I guess because he had her locked up in a room. But I don't know. I guess I'm just not that type of person. I guess I'm just too strong willed. Cause we not gonna be married and I can't walk around my own house. I don't understand it. How is you married and can't walk around your own house? How does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Babe, you are smart. You is kind. You is beautiful. Don't ever let no man convince you that you are otherwise. Don't let no man lock you in a room in a mansion and you can't walk around and you steady having kids with him.
They had like 2 kids together.
It,
But all the other girls that he got pregnant, he made them have abortions.
but the Van Allen girl said he didn't make her have an abortion. She chose to have an abortion.
I'm pretty sure he would have made her anyway. Because that's what happened with that's what happened in the book. He had
What book?
You didn't hear about that book that one of his victims had made?
Girl, y'all be having too much time on y'all hands. When do you have time to study and stuff and keep up with all of this stuff? How do you? I don't even understand how she has straight A's and can keep up with all of this stuff.
I was on YouTube one day and I had watched one of my favorite YouTube videos. One of my favorite YouTuber videos, and she was talking about the R. Kelly situation.
Give her a shout out. Who is it?
It's a Forever Tierra.
Oh, okay.
She was talking about the whole situation, and she was like, she had read this whole book, and she had linked it in her little description, and I read it. It was basically about how she was like 16, and she went to one of his concerts, and one of his goons, I think, one of his like security guards. Not goons, but security guards had picked her from the crowd and took her back there, and that's where their relationship started to grow. But a lot of stuff happened in the book. She talked about how he gave her herpes, how when she finally came back, like she had left after he beat her almost to death, and then he had came to her grandmother's house and picked her back up and had tied her to the bed and starved her, and she was pregnant at the time, so she lost her baby basically.
Didn't I hear that somewhere?
She was on
Was that in the documentary?
No, but she was on a news outlet.
Anyway, this video is getting longer and longer and longer. Just talking about all of this foolishness. You could just get lost in it, talking forever. And at the end of the day, it still comes back to what? R. Kelly needs to be castrated. If y'all gonna leave him out on the street and let him run amok and do what he wants to, castrate him. I mean, if you want to solve a problem, I mean, it seems extreme, but if you're gonna leave a predator on the loose and not, you gotta protect the children some way. You still gonna be letting him go out here and sing their panties off of them. And this why I be afraid to let you go to concerts and stuff by yourself. This why I be sitting outside waiting No, ain't no backstage for you. Come on. Bring your little hot tail on here. Won't be none of that, not on my watch. You won't be picking my baby out like no flower. No, won't be none of that. Won't be none of that.
That's basically what happened to his victims. They were fans that just got picked out in the whole entire group.
But this is what I don't understand. When your child didn't come back from the concert, you wasn't concerned? You wasn't worried? Like, you wasn't blowing their phone up? Like, where you at? I'm just saying. Cause this one can't be missing for 30 minutes. I might call the police. Especially after watching Surviving R. Kelly. Let her go to a concert and don't be outside when I get out there. You got 20 minutes tops before I call 911 to say the artist done kidnapped her.
I gotta be the artist. I gotta be the artist.
Because that's how they trying to make you feel about this. Like, go out your kids. R. Kelly kidnapped your kids.
I mean, really didn't kidnap them. They went on a pretty weird.
That's all I wanted you to get to.
But at the same time, he a fully grown man, so he should know better.
Where was their mama at? They should have known better.
I mean, if you let your kids, I mean, they have to have some trust in them to let their kids go to a concert. But I mean, I guess it was their fault.
I'm not saying what R. Kelly did to them was the parents' fault. Let me clear that up. What I'm saying is, when your child didn't show back up home,
should have called 911.
That's all I'm asking. When your child was taken from whatever city and flown to Chicago or whatever, I thought that you have to give them permission or sign something or whatever for your child to fly by themselves or travel on the bus by themselves at a certain age.
And that's what a lot of people said. They were like, oh, these people just gave their kids to him for a check.
That's what I feel. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks like y'all were paid for y'all children's innocence. And that right there is heartbreaking. And it looks like y'all.
And that's where it becomes their fault. That's where it becomes their fault.
Exactly.
Because you just
took the money
away for a couple $1,000.
Exactly. It wasn't even. Come on. Y'all selling, from what these people are saying in this documentary, y'all was selling y'all kids out for $1,000 from a man that was a multi-millionaire. Y'all sold these kids innocence out for pennies. And let me make sure y'all don't think I'm saying, oh, well, if he gave them a lot of money, then it would be okay. No amount of money is worth your innocence. No amount of money is worth your mental state.
Your child.
Because your child will suffer later. Especially getting peed on. Man, when I was a kid, let me lay in the bed and one of my siblings peed on me. I'm pushing them on the floor. I'm pushing them on the floor. If I waste water in my bed, I jump up. Make me understand how you could have sold them out. That's all I want you to do. Make me understand how you could have sold your children out. Because that's the only way any of this adds up.
Yeah, because they will explain why they didn't call the police after like 24 hours of them being missing. Or how they got from Chicago back and forth.
R. Kelly had y'all permission. That's the only way. Because there's no way that you would have been like, oh yeah,
But remember the book I was telling you about? Her
mm.
grandmother gave her permission to go with R. Kelly.
That's what I'm saying. These people had permission. That's why R. Kelly ain't in jail. That's why R. Kelly is not in jail. Because just like they said in the documentary, while Sparkle was sitting there pursuing this case and pushing to get R. Kelly in jail, the little girl was still hanging out with R. Kelly. Sparkle was still hanging out with R. Kelly. Because if you weren't, how were you able to be privy of the knowledge that she was still at the studio with him? That she was still going to his house
Even after the 6th day?
after the 6th day. In the documentary, I can't remember if it was the assistant dude or it was Sparkle that said it. But they was like, even after the tape came out and he was facing charges, he was still going to her game. He was still going, she was still coming to see him and all of this stuff. The girl and her family did not cooperate in this investigation at all.
But they knew that she was going to see R. Kelly.
Yep.
So that made me think they was paid off.
That's what the remember when I was watching it, I was like, oh, they been paid. They gotta be.
But it wasn't no big amount of money.
Oh, excuse me.
Because that's what a lot of victims are like. They come to R. Kelly and they be like, oh, I'm going to trial, I'm going to sue you. And R. Kelly just give them money to make them be quiet.
Yeah. And it seemed like the Van Allen girl got mad because she didn't get the amount of money that she wanted. So, I think we're going to leave it there. I'm sick of R. Kelly. I'm sick of Lifetime. Because I just want to know, who thought this was worthy of 6 hours? Who did it? Who made the decision? Because this could have been shrunk down to maybe 2 hours. This did not have to be a 3-day event in 6 hours. Because y'all didn't reveal nothing new. And y'all made the parents look bad. Y'all drug Aaliyah's name.
People were bashing the victims too.
Because they look crazy. Y'all not telling nothing that people didn't already know. And then the girl said she lied. That's just like you saying you 20.
Oh, you talking about the one that said she was 19 and she was actually 16?
Right. That's why they on her like, you lied about your age. And you kept it going.
R. Kelly kept it going.
She kept it going too. Because for you to be like, oh, after we had sex, I showed him my ID and told him I was just 16, and he was like, okay, what is this supposed to mean? That's why he asked her, what is that supposed to mean? Like, are you finna try to go to the police or something like that? That's what that was. That's what I feel like it was. But she kept coming back after that. If you were hurt, and trust me, and you were violated and you was trying to get away from R. Kelly, would you have gone back?
No. Unless,
would you have not told your parents or somebody? Because, you know, at the end of the day, you could have threatened to sue him. R. Kelly wouldn't have sent nobody after you.
but that's what
the Van Allen girl was like, oh, when they said they was gonna kill me. Who? Who threatened to kill you?
I don't remember her saying who threatened to kill her.
She just said she was getting all choked up and doing all this crying, and I'm trying to figure out what you doing all this crying for and stuff, and you not telling nothing. This was 6 hours of reading reading. All y'all did was read and retell what was already out there. I don't feel like I learned any new information other than the thing where people were saying that the lyrics is about little girls and stuff.
That's why the album sells well so good now, because people going back and like trying to be detectives and stuff, and they don't realize that they just giving him more money.
Surviving R. Kelly gave him more money. This man's name is trending.
They gave him publicity and everything.
Everything. He on the front of magazine, newspapers, and everything else right now.
But I don't know if the documentary can help him.
2019 about to be one of his best years. All thanks to Lifetime. And all of his,
even though his name getting trash.
His album sales is up. Y'all put money in his bank. Y'all put money in his bank account. Alright, well, we about to get out of here. This video is out long. I got to edit it. So, thanks for tuning in to our channel. We have survived R. Kelly and Lifetime as well as this video. So, we will see you next time. Until then, I'm Lisa.
I'm Carmen.
And thanks for watching.